Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys doing great and had an amazing weekend. Welcome to another episode of Monday Market Update by Mo. My name is Moe Taslimi and I am the owner of Moe Taslimi Realty Group with Royal Bouquet Community Realty. Like the other weeks, we're going to review the numbers of transactions in the city of Toronto and York region. And we're going to see what happened in the last week in the city of Toronto and York region. Last week it was a very busy week for both areas, and also these days we are going to a kind of balanced market because more listings are coming up on the market, and these days buyers have more options and they are seeing less competition, especially on offer nights. So if you're a buyer and looking for buy something, so these days you have more options. You can put whatever condition you want on the agreement, like inspection, like financing. And if you are a seller, still we are in a very strong seller market, so this is the best time if you want to sell your property. So without further ado, let's start to review the numbers for the city of Toronto. Last week the number of sold for the city of Toronto was 419, and if we're going to compare it with the previous week of that, it was 385. So you see that we saw a good jump in terms of transaction in the city of Toronto. The most expensive house that they sold, it was $6,725,000 at beautiful Roselle area. And at the same time, the cheapest property that they sold, it was at Lawrence and Jane Avenue. They sold it for $820,000. Number of sold for properties from 1 million and below was 119, with the average days on market of 7 days only. And number of sold for properties from 1 million to 2 million was 221, with the average days on market of 7 days again. And the number of sold for properties from 2 million and above was 79, with the average days on market of 11 days. Now let's review the numbers for York region. Number of sold for York region last week was 352, and if we want to compare it with the previous week of that, it was 345. Still, it shows us that we are in a very good market, especially with the beginning of months of March. The most expensive house that they sold in the city in York region, they sold it for $5,700,000 at King City, and it was a beautiful bungalow with swimming pool, with private gym on a half-acre lot. It was gorgeous. And at the same time, the cheapest piece of real estate that they sold, it was a vacant land at Georgina, Southern at Jackson Point. They sold it for $85,000 only. Number of sold for properties from 1 million and below was 62, with the average days on market of 7 days. And the number of sold for properties from 1 million to 2 million was 248, with the average days on market of 8 days. And number of sold for properties from 2 million and above was 42, with the average days on market of 17 days. So again, guys, it's only spring is just 1 week away, and we are moving forward to spring market, and these days we are seeing more listing coming to the market. So if you are a buyer, it's a good time for you, and if you are a seller, it's again a good time for you to sell. We have to wait and see what's going to happen in the next coming weeks, as the things are so crazy these days in the world. Hopefully this crisis in Ukraine gonna finish soon, and because it's gonna affect on everybody's life in all around the world. As you all know, the price of gas and the inflation right now, it's crazy. So let's stay positive and Let's focus on our goals. Once again, if you have a question about real estate market, please don't hesitate to contact us via phone number 647-893-3029, or you can send us an email at info@motaslimi.ca. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you like it, please share with your friends. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that's it. Until next week, same time, be safe, stay positive, and I'll talk to you soon.